These winds are ramping up. You can feel a noticeable difference since, say, 3 or 4 hours ago. I'm watching the flagpole here, and there's no flag on it, but it's just wobbling. Look at it wobbling back and forth in the wind. But more importantly, look at the surf out here. Just jaw-dropping, this surf, 10 to 12 footers. Now the tide is going out, as Eric mentioned, even up there. It's going out, but we're still getting waves up to the fence, up to the dune. Now normally, on a typical summer day, you've got about 150 feet of beach. You've got nothing right now, and we're losing sand, we're losing depth due to the erosion. Now, the next high tide is the key, because that's going to be the real bellwether of these tides as far as the worst. It's going to roll in here. Look at this now. Another wave just came up behind me, and the tide is supposed to be going out. That shows you the force of this wind, long fetch, piling up the water. Again, back to the next high tide this evening, between about 8 and 8:30 up and down this coast. That is going to do some serious damage, more to the beaches, to these dunes. Big protective dune here at Point Pleasant. That's holding the water back right now. But with Irene, we had water going down the streets, and this is going to be worse than Irene. In fact, on Arnold, it went within about 2 blocks of the railroad tracks, and everybody east of those tracks out to the beach are under a mandatory evacuation. Expecting that surge approaching 8 feet, worse than Irene. By the way, up at the Sandy Hook tide gauge, I checked that a little while ago. That's going to break a record, an all-time record tonight. Hurricane Donna set the number 10.1 in 1960. Last year with Irene, it was 9.8. We've been up above 9.4. High tide tonight will blow that 10.1 literally out of the water. So we watch the surf come up, Heather and Nick, and the winds ramp up. Once those winds start gusting 60 to 70 miles an hour, we're going to see a lot of power outages, not only here on the coast, but inland. We'll be anchored here, and we'll head a little farther west as the water comes up later today to be safe.